Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DK64 Randomizer.com, where I hope you are as excited as I am, that you're excited, that I'm excited, that we're all excited to witness Season 3 in the flesh at last. It's time. This is our first Season 3 weekly race. We revealed the settings on stream 2 days ago. Been a wild 2 days since then. It's time. Here we go. We're getting Season 3! Yes!
Let's go! I'm so hyped for this. The setting changes look super cool, and it's a fresh start for everyone to be put on the same kind of level playing field, trying to figure out how to best go out these settings, and we're going to get to see some of that today.
It's pretty great. I am Larock. I will be on the mic for you today, and I'm joined by Verdant Ash. How you doing?
Salutations, I'm doing fantastic today.
Excellent. So before we get too far, we gotta know what the heck is Season 3. I believe we have a Season 3 command in chat to summarize it. Oh wow, yep, it posted the whole slideshow. Great, I can't read that off in time, but we got the presentation. I think that's gonna end up on our YouTube. Shoutouts for our YouTube people, you're all cool. You can go poke on that video. Fun times had by all. The clip show was great. Good send off to Season 2.
The clip show, the Season 2 send off was the greatest 5 minutes of television I've seen in quite a while.
Alright, we'll give you the spark notes as we fly through them. They don't start with Key 6 anymore, they're gonna go find Key 6. As compensation for that, there's only 2 helm runes. They're gonna have to get their helm order hint from Snide. Important detail there. The item pool has changed. We now have crowns are out of the pool. We've added fairies, melon crates, and the company coin. We may see a DK arcade, we may see a jetpack. Cranky will also give you a little bit of hint on what's on your jetpack. Maybe it's good or maybe it's bad. Gotta keep that in mind. A lot of stuff for the runners to keep in mind. K-Rool phase changes? Crazy? Chunky's phase does not require blue slam. You only need a green slam for it now. But...
no more slam casinos!
Indeed. Wow, do not speak that. Don't speak too soon. You never know there. But to counter that, DK's phase and associated blast barrels now actually require you to have blast. We might get a caught by a blast minigame. The Helm minigame requires blast now. Or if we get path to donkey K-Rool hints, that's a novel thing that was previously reserved for extraordinary circumstances. Bit of a shakeup here, and the biggest shakeup of all, perhaps I think is the biggest shakeup, the seismic shakeup, is that the banana medal rewards are now on 45 colored bananas instead of 40. 5 colored bananas, you might ask. How dangerous can 5 colored bananas be?
Alters the logic incredibly. It's a massive change.
Seismic. Upheaval. Chaos ensues.
It's also going to change a lot of players' routing. And I think what we're going to see is a lot of players, especially in the early stages of Season 3, prioritizing the CB collection a little bit higher than they might have in previous seasons, just to be able to, until they get used to, yes, this is the way, these ones are free, and this is how we go about it, Just because you don't want to end up in a scenario where it is available to you, and you don't know you already have the logic for it because it's changed a bit, and then it's up in the air.
It is tricky business indeed. Not too bad to start. We get a gun, sure. We get an instrument we can use, and we get barrels. Might be nice. We'll find out.
Barrels
getting word from the
very good.
Getting patching word from the race time that everybody's ready to roll and they're waiting on us. So let's get out of here. Yeah, get.
Do it.
Leon, let's fire this seat off. Let's go. I just got Tudos just added me. We gotta go. Sarah, send him.
Everyone in chat is as hyped for this as I am, because I am well and truly very excited for this. This is a super cool moment.
Here we go.
Season 3.
They're off. The timer is ticking. Here we go. Brace for impact. Welcome to Season 3, the first weekly, first of many. Turn off in just a moment, and zip, off we go.
There we are.
Good luck to all runners. We've got the KingofYamimakai and Spike, 2 extraordinary runners in their own right.
Having raced both these runners before, these are some of the best of the best. These 2 are consistently beating the heck out of me.
They are very fast, as it turns out. King, Blitz champion. Spike, I think Spike has made a Blitz final. Yeah, these guys are no slouches, but... Season 2 is a thing of the past. What do we got in store for Season 3?
And our first 3 checks were all banana medals.
That is alarming. To check your to get the item on the jetpack game, they need 9 medals, and if 3 of them turn up instantly, then
was that a yellow potion on Feather Cage on us?
Is indeed. That is indeed. We'll have to note that down and come back for it. Could be good.
Yellow potions have increased in power this season significantly, because admittedly, you know, used to be 3 potions, not all that strong, but with Baboon Blast being as more important now as it was before, it's gotten a lot stronger, and Gorilla Grab has seen a little bit of a buff with a new check on there, but I think actually did lose a check too in R&D because of lack of pad as well, so maybe it's not quite changed.
Hold on. We also have hints on the pause menu. It's kind of a crazy update. Forgot to mention that.
Right.
You got
right. We're doing progressive hints now.
They will periodically get notifications to say, "Hey, check your pause menu. You got new hints." Here we go, and we got a whole pile of stuff. Factory looks like our level
George
1.
Arcade,
Which is
E2.
excellent.
Chunky is found by Donkey and Castle. Japes Hillside Foolish. Okay.
A lot of good stuff there. We got a Donkey K. Rool hint. We got Outer Isles to Donkey K. Rool, so that yellow vial we saw in the Feather Cage
probably Blast.
Very easily could be Blast. We shall see.
Yeah.
King's checking it right now, and he's like, "Oh, what?" King saw that hint and was like, "I gotta know what this is." We gotta keep in mind too, this ferry that. This ferry, the small island ferry, you're gonna have to route in on your opener, because this is starting with the camera still. You can get that immediately, and if you forget it, you won't ever forget it again if it's important.
Yeah. Oh, also, BFI has been made slightly. Speaking of things you will forget and then probably never forget again, BFI has been made slightly easier, going down from 5 to 4 ferries this time, as we just saw 2 different ferries in the shop at the back of DK Isles here. So
a little bit tricky to say how accessible those shop ferries are. It's hard to say. Previously, 5 ferries was very reasonable because you knew where the ferries are. Now you don't know where the ferries are, so you just kind of got to like note down that, okay, maybe you need those. Okay, so Cranky actually just told us the jetpack was a foolish game. There is nothing useful in that jetpack game. It is dead as a doornail. Those medals, actually just dead weight. Womp womp. Tragic.
I can't wait for Alta Suite 5 being related to jetpack or arcade with Season 3.
Oh boy. We might already be on 5 or 6. Honestly, lost count.
Are we already on 5 or 6?
There's too many to count. We got a glossary of terms up in our wiki now, and there's an extensive archive on the twitter.com page of Mr. Alta Biscuit.
I get Alta tweeted one a lot, so it's I've learned to memorize some of them.
Oh no. Truly, it happens to the best of us. That's why they hit so hard.
Nice little cut across from Spike to climb production.
I don't think we saw anything at the production peaks. Is that a pearl?
No. The Kasplat and Lanky's climb were dead, and I don't think that Spike hit Tiny's switch, but
Spike got a look at the Spike got a look at Tiny's barrel. It's just a pearl, so nothing super exciting there. And a rainbow coin on the Kasplat is kind of tempting. Another reason this might be tempting is you actually get a fair amount of CBs up here. So if you want to get your medal in factory, I don't think you can just run through factory. I think you have to go up production if you want to get Tiny's medal now, because you just need 5 more, and you only end up with like 40 in like a standard route. Additionally, Lanky's like almost certainly needs the 15 in production to get the 45. So climbing production is actually pretty good with these 2 Kongs. Plus, that rainbow coin is a nice little humble prize.
Pretty big boon, yeah. Yeah, Lanky has what, like 20 on his pipe, 15 on the stairway, and then a balloon up there. So he's got like 50 of his things up here, and then a bunch of other ones are locked in other places. So yeah, Lanky's pretty well got to climb unless you got grape.
For all the junk we found, here we go. Finally, we get some action. We get grape in storage. Ooh.
Speaking of,
that could be our path to Key 2, but I think it's more likely Key 2 is just floating around somewhere here.
Yeah, we didn't really get the chance to peek the Isles Cage grape check.
We're looking at the Crusher, though. We got a red vial here. Oh my goodness, that's a big old path hint. Testing, Key 6, Key 7, Key 8, Diddy K. Rool, Tiny K. Rool, Diddy K. Rool. Whoa, alright, big one.
Given that testing is in one of the first 3 levels, that makes me feel like it's diving.
Hey, what was that?
Could be anything, but...
Ooh, that Diddy potion was...
It was Simeon Spring.
Spring? And we just got a production to Key 8 hint? And we just got Chunky 5-Door Temple hinted. Or, no, not Chunky 5-Door Temple. Chunky 5-Door Temple is hinted, but we just got Testing Spring hinted, so maybe we get like a Gorilla Gon, a Vines up in the Testing Spring. We'd love to see that.
Vines would be super useful because this says path to T8 and only T8, so knowing Vines is not really required for anything else would be a huge boon.
Vines actually...
It's probably G-Gon, though.
I think the Vines locks like a shockingly small amount of stuff. It just happens to lock a lot of really important stuff.
Yeah, Aztec access if you don't have PTG for one.
Right. Right down, there's a Diddy Potion bought in factory. We gotta come back for that guy. Maybe.
Okay. Probably. I mean, anytime you see a potion in your first 3 levels, you mostly assume it's going to end up being required, especially to come back to it with a call.
So the other problem is that we have the spring the block tower, the spring block tower hinted, and we have testing hinted on the path to like everything. Maybe the thing on the block tower is actually the thing on the path to everything.
That's true.
This is a pretty hefty amount of uncertainty for only having like 5 hints. I also don't think Spike has looked at his hints at all. He's probably waiting to get more GBs and then just like read a whole bunch of them at once. Personally, I'm in King's side of things where I like to digest them as I see them. Seeing them in like smaller packs lets me like just kind of like internalize and like add the puzzle piece to my picture as I go, but...
Yeah, I usually open up as soon as I get one, or if I'm in the middle of doing some checks in the level, I'll like open it up as soon as I'm done my like current routing thing. Because I'm gonna end up doing those things anyway, and I always sometimes find that I forget. Oh, there's a cop.
Yeah, #1 cop on the force. Watch that guy.
I have been gotten by that specific cop so many times.
Fortunately, today we have the power of smooth jazz, so he stood no chance.
No one can resist the power of smooth jazz.
Would have liked to see something out of the testing Kasplat, but no dice.
No dice there. We could always see it on the melon crate, as melon crates are in the pool this season as well.
We're also not seeing anything in storage, which is a little weird. There's Twirl. Oh,
yeah, the only thing we saw in storage for oh, there's PTT.
Oh, I don't know what to make of that. Great.
Oh, please don't make PTT 6, 7, 8 and... Ew.
What does that even, what would that even mean? It would probably be for something like Aztec Lobby, maybe? Whoa, this is gonna get weird real quick.
It could be Mad Jack. Oh god, it could be Mad Jack.
King working his way... Oh, actually, Mad Jack makes a ton of sense. King working his way up to... What's this block tower item? It is...
It is...
A GB?
Nothing.
Did I make that up? I must have misread what was Way of the Horde. Was it the balloon barrel?
Yeah.
Help! I need an instant replay chat.
Help! I love that. That's my favorite email. Not this one. Was it perhaps the storage and arcade Diddy barrel?
It was Production Spring. It was Production Spring. Oh wow. Well, okay, never mind.
Oh, that's another potion in here, so it might not be tea.
That is much more likely our answer.
Mini. Oh, there you go. 6, 7, 8. Tiny Diddy.
And some Mini Monkey being directly needed for Tiny K rule means it is very much so likely that is our money hint. Oh, yeah. That is the one that we really care about. We gotta look at Mini Monkey checks for, I guess, the rest of the game.
Yeah. In fact, just about every Season 3 CDF1 so far has given me Mini Monkey and basically that set of hints. A bunch of keys and a couple of tones.
It locks a ton of stuff. We talk about, like, when we're talking about, like, important moves, we're talking about, like, our coconuts, our peanuts. Actually, well, okay, funny. The important moves change quite a bit in Season 3 because we've also altered some level barriers. That Aztec we're coming up on, the guitar door is open. We don't actually need guitar to get into the back of Aztec. However, the Llama Temple is closed, so we do need Blast to get in. This is kind of why we're talking about like how DK moves are so much better, is that Blast is actually like a low-key, very strong move now.
Agree. However, in return, we've nerfed Coconut on DK, and Peanut has now been given a new importance in giving us access to Shipyard.
Right, the lighthouse open, the shipyard closed. When we get to Galleon, we'll see how that plays. Could be a late Galleon, so it might not matter. Plus, we started with Peanut, so kind of solved that problem already.
Oh yeah, and by the way, now Twirl for Aztec access, so we do not need lines for that.
That's not how the paths work, I'm afraid. That is one such careful assumption made. It is not related to that. Because otherwise you'd run into weird scenarios. We have Twirl on the path to everything in Aztec, which is just, like, not good. You want your hints to be a little bit more Precisely.
True.
That's a little bit too much. That's where I drew the line. So it won't be for that, but it could be for. Well, okay, it is for starters. It's almost certainly Mini Monkey anyway, so I don't even need to worry about that.
Yeah. But imagine if it was to her.
But imagine, but imagine, what if we get a Mad Jack in Factory?
Right. Mad Jack for Phoenix.
I
No,
like.
we already Phoenix. Mad Jack for Feather. Mad Jack for Feather to get that yellow potion. It'll be a bongo blast. There you go. Cooking.
What a cook! My goodness. Serve it up. So what I'm mostly concerned about right now is that we have a storage to key 2 hint, which we found grape, and we don't know where key 2 is. So,
as I said, we didn't get the chance to peek Lanky's Isle's cage, and so
yeah.
we could see it just be on Lanky Isle's cage. That would work just fine, right? You really want that key 2 early. Other than that, what was level 2 again? I forget.
2 is Aztec, so we have plenty to do in Aztec as well.
Yeah, so we could see it be on the vulture shooting. Oh no, that means diving.
Diving,
dear.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Lanky's 5-door temple is accessible.
Yeah, 5-door temple would do it.
But the big concern is that if it is in fact grape that's pointing to key 2, then that kills grape for the rest of the seed. It's only on the path to key 2. So I'm expecting key 2 to turn up in storage. So my guess is that they find like, oh gosh, I don't know. Never mind, they find key 2 right here. Okay, grape, goodbye.
There it is. I'm like, hey, look at that cook that I gave you.
Alright, so grape chicks just lost a ton of value. So
that's a really good hint.
Yeah.
Owl tree gone, so much dead.
Alright, Forest is our level 3, and Spike is at last getting into his hand, so he's gonna get a nice long look at some of these that we saw earlier but didn't really get to talk about. There's our Outer Isles on Path of Donkey K. Rool. That's probably just Blast out there, most likely.
Look at how many Simian Spring checks we have.
Oh wow.
Galleon Splat, Gold Tower, the Fraud Spring as well. That's Castle Shops to key 8. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
To key 2.
Another
Rareware Banana Room.
Oh boy.
To 6 and 8. I did it. I cursed us. It's BFI.
Oh boy.
I've been on this stream for approximately 13 minutes, and I've said 3 things, and all 3 have come true. And I should probably now watch what I say.
I want to see somebody peek it. I want to know what's on. I want to know what's there. Is that gonna be like our like? That could be like our vines. I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
So it said 6 and 8, and Mini Monkey was to 6, 7, and 8, right?
Mini Monkey was to 6, 7, 8, Tiny K. Rool, and Diddy K. Rool. So we still need a reason for Mini for key 7, and we need a reason for Diddy K. Rool.
Diddy.
Which
is only Rocket Barrel.
That 5-door temple hint is crazy. Like,
yeah.
Because it's not Lanky's room. We know grape is only on the path to key 2.
It's Chunky's. It's Chunky's room. Chunky's room is hinted.
Chunky's room is hinted directly, but the hints do really like, and they've gotten a lot better at this, at not hinting the same things between systems. So Way of the Horde is less likely to also be path hinted, and it's measurably so. It's very noticeable. Oh,
Diddy is locked by Feather. Oh my god.
Oh, Diddy's on a ferry in Factory, and we've seen one of them, but not the other. That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's behind the bad hit section wheel ferry.
Oh wow, Spike trying some cheeky tech there, trying to twirl from the top of Snides into the bonus barrel for a ferry. That is a little bit of a reach, my guy. Holy smokes.
He's picked 1. He saw 2 in the shops, so although he doesn't have cons to get those, I suppose.
Oh,
so
boy.
Let's see, what can be on BFI to go to 6 and 8? We haven't seen from our runners yet who's on. Have we seen them slip into Snides yet to see who's got helm access yet? So
I don't believe either of them have checked that hint. Spike could have done it when he was there, but just didn't. It's a bit of a new thing, so it's gonna slip the mind pretty often. Not a big deal. I think most likely scenario is
potion here.
Yeah, I think most likely scenario is one of the helm instruments for 6 and 8. That'll solve 8 directly, and then instruments tend to lock enough stuff that DD Key 6 is back there. Promise is because that's locked behind Mini Monkey. You don't even need to think about Mini Monkey for Key 6 anymore. You just kind of need to think about whatever you're gonna get out of the Railroad GB room. I'm surprised nobody peeked it to even like get like a hint on what it was. But
yeah, Mini Monkey will give you 7 and Diddy at this point, besides BFI, and then the BFI one is the 6. So they're strong calling shop for King of Yamimakai.
Can't say that is particularly inspiring. Oh well, that's gonna get you Spring in production. So
Spring,
that's probably Way of the Horde for some reason.
Yep, 100%. There's 2 different checks that are locked by Spring, logically. The production Diddy room at the Gold Tower in Galleon. So this is likely an early logic string that wants to have that, which kind of means Donkey's got to be really early. Have you seen where Donkey is yet? I've seen that Donkey grabs Chunky, and I've seen that Diddy is on a ferry, but I haven't seen a hint that says where Donkey is.
We don't know where Donkey is, and I don't think we care, actually. I think we're much more worried about where Diddy is. So, which means we're worried about where Feather is. And because we don't have anything else hinted to Tiny K Rool, Feather is either mini-locked or unhinted, both of which is kind of a disaster. We'll see, though. There's a lot of stuff to do in the back of Aztec when it's just wide open. Look at this. No Diddy Kong, no guitar. We're just in the back of Aztec chilling. We got shops to look at. We can get into the 5-row temple, although Lanky's is almost certainly dead.
It's not going to do anything because it's dead. Yeah. It could have Donkey.
Oh, it could, actually. That would be pretty rude, but I don't think Donkey gets you anything right now. Donkey doesn't really get you much.
Donkey gets you Chunky.
Oh, Donkey would get you Spring, right? Yeah. Well, Donkey gets you Chunky and
technically gets you Spring. Yeah, he's logically required to get Spring. But
oh, there he is.
Yeah.
We just buy Donkey and Aztec.
There he
what
is.
do you know?
It's not shop. Well, there you go.
Barrels to
knew he was coming.
Barrels to Key 5 and 6. Oh, that's weird.
And there's the Gloomy Galleon hint package that says Donkey can be bought here.
2 potions in the 5-row temple, but probably not Lanky's. So, and then the Jape's Fairy and the Remedy. Cool. So we need coconut.
Barrels and whatever we get in BFI are both on 6?
Huh.
Oh, it's almost certainly an instrument at this point now, right? Do you know what it's going to be? It's going to be Triangle. It's Triangle in the in BFI, probably. Triangle or Trombone.
Triangle, barrels for 6. That does make some sense. I was thinking, I got cooking a little too hard and was starting to think Hunky Chunky for Dogadon 2, but that might be a little bit extra. We're not gonna cross that bridge yet.
I mean, if that happens, power to you. But I was my thought was like, okay, whatever instrument is required for our helm, plus barrels to get like a DK Isles instrument pack check.
Helm?
So like,
what's our helm? Spike is getting our helm. Tiny Lanky. We have sax. We need trombone.
It's trombone. Trombones and BFI. I think, personally.
I mean,
it could be a couple of things, but I'm willing to bet.
I don't think trombone and barrels has any intersection that isn't also rocket barrel, and because we have a DK rule, rocket barrel would get hinted, so I don't think it's going to be trombone.
Yeah. Couldn't it be in the Jape's lobby?
Oh, there is one intersection. Good call. I was thinking Summit Barrel, but you're totally right. Jape's Lobby makes a ton of sense. But Donkey Kong acquired for both of our runners. They are cruising right along.
I will say, it always astounds me just how fast they can bop through things. It's not even like the decision-making speed. It is just the pure mechanical speed at which they move through levels.
The sub 30-minute.
To get back. I gotta be honest with you.
The sub 30-minute cooks are the finest. This is where the real gourmet stuff comes out. A lot of it comes out like totally half-baked, but this is where you're just like, you're painting on the walls. You're just like throwing anything at anything and just seeing what happens. Like, yes, give me this. Yep, sure, we'll take it. Yep, sign me up.
So, because we know for a fact we don't have Lanky King. So it's what? It's Donkey, Tiny, Diddy, right?
For K. Rool? Yes, it is Donkey, Tiny, Diddy in some order.
Okay, so yeah, to Key 6 makes sense. It could be trombone or something that gives trombone.
It could be, but yeah, that's a possibility. It could also just be like a monkey port, and you need monkey port plus mini monkey for Key 6. That makes all sorts of sense. Barrels? Wow, that's really weird.
Monkey Port would do it too.
It would
Well,
help
Monkey
if
Port
one of these
absolutely
people.
do it too.
It would really help if one of these people had looked at BFI and seen what it is. I'm looking at their trackers and I'm not seeing them having any fairies, by the way. So we are not close to getting into BFI.
King of Yamimakai is afraid of exactly 0 cops, just rolling on by. They do not see him rolling, and they do see him. Jape's Fairy Rambidor Pool. Oh dear.
That's just coconut.
Coconut required.
That's only coconuts. That's not too bad. And I mean, looking at how much stuff we have
Yeah.
hinted that's unresolved, it's not really a surprise that something's going to turn up like that. Yeesh.
Yeah. 5-door temple has 2 potions.
Yes, and Lanky's room is not one of them. There's a lot of checks in the 5-door temple, more than 5, turns out. Very funny, haha game. We got the dirt, we got the fairy, and the Kasplat. So there's 8 checks in the 5-door temple, so sizable region. We know Chunky's 5-door temple is Way of the Horde, so there's definitely something there. And if I were to guess, the mini monkey lock fairy seems pretty good. Decent odds there. 5-door temple has something on the path to key 4, 7, 8, and DK rule. I guess that wouldn't be the fairy, because if it were mini-locked, we'd have mini on the path to key 4. Oh man, the intersection of the path just goes crazy. So, I guess we want Diddy. I bet it's in, like, Diddy's
What's really interesting to me...
Maybe.
Yeah, what's really interesting to me is that Mini Monkey's on the path to key 7, and so is whatever's in that area.
That could be an intersection, though. Or, I think it's an intersection. Like, that could be... Mini plus... Oh, what's something that could be locked by any... I don't know.
Can Feather be in there?
No, because it would be on the path to Tiny K rule as well.
Right.
I want to know where Feather is, because Feather is probably the most significant item right now because it locks Diddy. And consequently, then you get the Diddy, and then you can go get your... Logically, you can get your Spring in the production with that Strong Kong, and then you can take the Spring over, you know, back into production to go get more stuff. Finding Featherbow is the single most important thing they can find right now. And trying to pin that down is really hard, because our only help is Mini Monkey. That's it. That's the end of the sentence. Just Mini Monkey. That's all we got for help there.
You know what's really interesting is that Grape is a... Ooh, missed those bananas. Grape is a mostly functionally useless item at this point, except it has some strong value here on our first entrance into Forest to let us make it night, because we don't play with dusk in these settings. So we're going to get a full look at the 5 different checks you can do. Well, I guess actually with Strong Kong in Logic. I was going to say 3 of them out of Logic usually, but with Strong Kong it's in Logic. There's 5 checks back here. It's kind of a super stacked region these days.
Thornvine Barn is nothing to sneeze at, with the melon crates popping out, items left and right. Forest is popping. It's a good time.
Forest got a huge buff with melon crates. There are 4 melon crates in Forest.
I don't know how they put 4 in here, but 3 of them are in the mills and 1's in the owl tree, and they can do all 4. I would not be surprised to see them run through there too.
Well, the owl tree one's definitely dead, because we know where Chunky and Diddy are, and it would be Grape locked.
Right.
It still might be worth getting for just some, you know, bananas and things.
One more change that we're just going to talk about as we go, because I didn't think to actually read out a whole spreadsheet, or a whole slideshow, is that they need 64 GBs to get in the helm too. So there's a...
Oh, yes.
You need a lot.
The good old Donkey Kong 64.
just a little more sauce, a little more sauce. The math checked out to 64, and we were like, yeah, I like that number. I like that number for some reason.
Thought it was pretty clever.
It's a good number. We love 64 here. Oh,
the Watermelon Forest.
Take a look at Spike trying to work his way over to Dark Rafters without Guitar or Diddy. This is kind of crazy. You can see...
I have done this before. It is difficult, but it is super cool when it gets done.
You can see what the item is if it's a GB, I think. So he's trying to get a little bit closer to see what it is. He knows it's not a GB because he would have seen it by now.
True, and he wants to pick it up even if it is a GB because he can get the fairy that spawns after picking it up.
Twirl is really helpful here. If he gets to the right spot and just twirls at the right angle, he should be able to grab it.
Agree.
It's a clear vial! It's vines! Whoa!
No way! No way!
Wow! And there's a fairy in here.
What a...
Holy smokes, that mill is loaded!
What was on the fairy?
It was just a fairy on the fairy, which we need. We need 4 of those suckers.
Really useful.
Yeah, it's great.
Diddy and Guitar and Spring that we already had. third spring locked important item, by the way. What is this? Spring seed? And there's a potion on Tiny's barrel inside the mushroom.
And
a loaded forest here.
There's only one potion on the mushroom insides, so it's exactly here. They know that like all the O-stand chicks are dead. Chunky like face shooting is dead. That's kind of nice info.
That's useful.
Oh, I guess the Check of Legends is dead too, huh?
Oh gosh, guitar on BFI. Guitar on BFI giving vines for 8. That would mean vines for 6 as well. And then guitar would be completely useless otherwise. But
maybe it could be. We're analogizing for
actually, it could just mean key 6 is behind a guitar check, right? It could just be that too.
Right. It also could be the whole production, the whole spring chain, whether it be the production one or the gold tower one. It could be that it just gets you vines at some point. It kind of makes sense that that production spring is probably guitar. I think that makes the most sense to me because that puts everything in the first 3 levels. That gives you vines. Same rules apply in simple level order as before. We got to find barrels, vines, and diving with exclusively stuff in the first 3 levels. So that pretty heavily constrains where guitar can be at this point. I mean, it could be what King is pulling up right now, for all we know. He can just pop out a guitar here and we're off to the races.
And then Tara asking the correct questions. There's Featherbow? There's Featherbow! I was about to say, asking the right questions. There's Featherbow.
asking you will receive. We got Feather. We can go get Diddy. And oh boy, blow.
Probably correct. I would skip out on the rest of this forest. Oh, I don't know what else I could do in here.
I don't know. I think it's efficient to stick around and check a couple extra things here.
Yeah, but interiors are completely dead though, as you said.
Yeah, the only thing you're skipping
so maybe
actually.
Grab this Kasplat and go.
Because the crown isn't a thing, you don't have to climb for the crown. You would only be climbing to the Night Door Kasplat. Which, yeah, that's a lot weaker. It's very tempting to go to the Owl Tree and just bail from here. I think you go to the Owl Tree because the checks are like...
Grab this Kasplat, grab some tiny coins. If you haven't checked the shop yet, quickly check the shop and then make your way the heck out of forest.
I'm curious to see if he goes to the Owl Tree. There's some merits to going to the Owl Tree just for density. There's like some fast checks there, but nothing else is really inspiring.
Again, it's all dead because Grape is only about Q2.
Right, it's not gonna be any useful, but like you need to pick up items to beat the game. So let's just go grab a couple extra in the Owl Tree for funsies.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the Grape switch, go in, kill the spot, get the box, and then go. Right? Two quick checks seems not terrible actually.
And then you've pretty well cleared out forest. So like when are you coming back? Probably when, I don't know, maybe you come back with Chunky to go buy that fairy on Cranky. Gotta keep that guy in mind. If you're looking for fairies, then noting down the ones you see in shops, those are some of the easiest to come back for. There's only 20 fairies in the seed, and you know you need 4 of them. Well, you probably need 4 of them, barring some weird shenanigans. I think something else they gotta be afraid of basically this whole time is bosses, because barrels is hinted to key 5, and there's no other key 5 hint. You gotta be really scared of a random boss having key 5. So I would be very.
True.
I think you have to check a TNS before you bail out of this level. It's kind of scary otherwise. Now I say you have to, but like I just kind of made that up, so like they might not. They might just like see the future. Okay, King is not even going to the Owl Tree area. He doesn't even want to. He doesn't care about those checks. He's much more interested in going to get Diddy, scooping up the goods. Man, really, not going to the Owl Tree? Even when you can go into the Anthill. You get Mini Monkey Sacks into the Anthill, and that seems like an awesome check for 2 GBs. Spike's headed that way.
That's true, wow.
Maybe there's a bit of a gamble here. He might be thinking that, like, you know what? I'm probably going to be able to work my way up to 64 just by playing the game. If I need density, I'll go to the Owl Tree later. I think it's pretty reasonable. You got some nice warps and forests to work with, but... I don't know. Might just be, it might just be he's happy with his pace. But he's going straight to the bad hit detection wheel. You gotta beat the bad hit detection wheel to spawn the fairy. And that fairy has a Diddy Kong. So, no surprise he runs straight here. This is also a Mini Monkey check, so it's got like decent odds that it actually has something pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely can.
Not quite.
Oh, and still open banana.
Look at that guy swim. He's having a good time up there. I love Kongs on fairies. They just look so funny. Oh, if you haven't seen one of those before, feast your eyes.
they do their little swim animation and go about.
Yep.
Actually, Chunky's my favorite because he's just like in the air with his giant pineapple launcher.
He's just having a great time up there. God bless him.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's the plan now? What is King thinking?
Production spring right away. You're already here.
Production spring makes some sense. Let's see where he goes. Right back. You can make an argument for Aztec. I don't think there's an argument for Forest. We do got to find diving at some point. I'm thinking the diving is going to be our answer in the 5-door temple. Maybe on Diddy's.
Oh, definitely.
I think that makes a ton of sense. Diving to key 4, 7, 8, and DK rule. Diving's a pretty important move, though. That'd fit pretty well. For our DDK rule, all we need is Rocket Barrel. So, all our DDK rule hints are pointing there. Mini gets you Rocket Barrel somehow. Who knows how. Mini plus diving, maybe like a...
Oh, yes, and the Diddy potion here, the finding shop.
Yeah. Ooh, now we're running out of options on what that yellow potion we saw in Outer Isles is. If it's not grab, then it's looking real good like it's blast.
Yeah, it's
oh,
blast
here we go.
or coconut to get blast, I guess.
Aztec tunnels to key 6. That's interesting. Free tiny item. Okay.
Aztec free tiny item. Oh dear. All right. Well,
we found the one storage potion. It's grape, so storage is now dead. Probably. And forced CBs are dead. I mean, great. Ribozo, don't come back. See ya. Oh hey, what's this potion? I guess we could have just gotten there this whole time. It was indeed blast, right? With that blast find, we can actually rule out the Llama Temple for just about everything. Because that Outer Isles blast is only on the path to Donkey K rule. What a time to be alive. Can't believe I just noted that. What do we got going on in storage? Probably nothing, because we found grape already, so... Poof. It's actually junk. The game has a funny sense of humor. It loves just throwing junk at you in areas that you know to be dead. Very funny. Very funny game. Oh man, they killed Arcade too! Oh man. So sad. So sad. He's getting the good word. There's a spring. He never got his spring, so finally come back for that. A lot of good bananas in here for Donkey. What is on Diddy Production Spring that's way the whore though? This is a big one. What do we got here? Maybe like a... Can't even guess. It's red. Could this be Rocket Barrel? I think this is more likely guitar, actually.
This, you kind of said earlier this would likely be guitar, and I think I agree with you.
Like working his way to the Donkey Medal. Blast is actually a huge help in Factory of the Donkey Medal. And he gets a pearl for the road, so not too bad. Oh, he shot away from it. Never mind. Okay, he didn't like that. I guess he knows that... Well, I don't know why he ignored that. Oh, he tried to skip the cutscene. He didn't want to see that cutscene of the lever spawning. It is guitar in production.
There is guitar.
Yeah. Because he knows Blast is dead, he knows he doesn't even need to bother with the arcade. Like he didn't even want to see that cutscene. He didn't want to waste time watching that cutscene. Spike is locked in. That's a great presence of mind play right there. Skipping the pearl is the jury's out on that one. We'll come back to him on that. Alright, I'm loving what King's doing though. He's got Diddy, he's got Peanuts. I think he's running straight to Diddy's 5-door temple. That's what I would do. That or the, with no diving. Oh, but it's probably just diving in there. And then the free tiny item might be key 4. It just fits. It just fits. Solve the seed. Excellent. Well done. Thank you, thank you. Thunderous applause. I've done it again. God, I always feel so smart when they run right to where I'm telling them to go, even though, you know, they probably made up their minds like 10 minutes before I did.
So Diddy 5-door makes a lot of sense. But there's 2 potions in here, and there's one on Chunky 5-door. then there's a decent chance this could be something. Although, admittedly, there are 2 others in Chunky and 2 others in Tiny. Well, yeah, not here.
It ain't here. What the heck?
But worth checking.
What the heck? I guess Tiny's 5-door temple's probably got something. Probably not the fairy, but the temple probably has something at least. Probably. Surely. Diving, please. Now, mind you, the king does not have vines. At some point, he's gonna have to go figure out dark rafters to get his vines, and I don't know when that will come to mind. Presumably, the nudge from guitar will help. Whether it be spring or guitar, either one would lead you to dark rafters. I think there's help on the way there.
Yeah.
I think it's
not
pretty
likely to be lost for very long.
Right, I think it's pretty likely he's gonna piece that one together and figure that out. Oh, there isn't even a fairy there. So fairies can't have junk on them. So if a fairy would otherwise roll junk, it just doesn't spawn. You get a little bit of weirdness with it sometimes, but you know, them's the beats. No fairy. Because you can hear him, you can actually he probably could have like heard that there was nothing there on that fairy. And we got, wow, he quit out instantly, but I'm pretty sure it's diving.
That's gotta be diving. And
that was an impressively fast quit out. It was indeed diving, confirmed. But you saw the text for like 2 frames.
Wow.
Nice little interplay between these first couple levels here. Back and forth on like where you gotta go. A little bit of a limited search space, which is certainly helpful. But once you walk out of here with diving, I guess King doesn't know where Vines is. He might think this is gonna be Vines that he's coming up on, but hard to say. Okay, mini plus diving. Could this be key 7 in the claptrap room? This would be a little bit of a surprise. I think there's a lot more to be done with this, but at least there could be.
Certainly an option.
Could be interesting. Could be interesting. Could be Rocket Barrel or key 7. Either one, actually.
Rocket Barrel would fit the Diddy phase thing that we're missing too.
Key 7 and Rocket Barrel are hinted to the same stuff right now, so it's possible you can get Rocket Barrel and then get key 7. So.
Yeah.
Or we just get something completely arbitrary here. Like, let's just give us, like, Coconut Gun. Just give us, like, Punch for no reason. Just something crazy. Let's spice things up. Okay, no, whatever. Boring! Come on, game. You can do better than that.
We're gonna see the free tiny item here in a second.
Here we go. Way the horde. Show me the money.
And yeah, we do have an Aztec lock vine, so PTT to get in here.
Yep, that's why Twirl turned up. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's our coconut that we complained about. Excellent.
There's Coconut Gun. Yep.
Well, we need that. So Japes probably has Rocket Barrel or Key 7, or both. Or Rocket Barrel gets a Key 7. That fits pretty well. Something we got to keep in mind is diving to Key 4. That's no small amount of checks, so... Neither of our players has looked at level 4 yet. I think King is sticking around in Aztec to try and pull vines before he moves on, but Spike has no such compulsion. When he ends up back in the 5-door temple, which, again, I'm pretty sure kind of where the hints are leading you towards, I think. I think he's going to be in level 4 real quick.
Yeah, I have to imagine checking what level 4 is. You could see Japes, you could see Castle. Couple different options that kind of get you to a good spot.
He's looking, he's like, are you kidding me? I only have 1 fairy? We're 40 minutes in and there's 1 fairy sighting? There's one here. He's running back to the one he saw at Snides. This is a... Oh boy. That ain't pretty.
Yeah, and then there's there was a 2 in the early shops, remember? But we have to buy at least...
One is bought by Chunky.
I think one of them was Chunky, though, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem, isn't it? King is just like scouring all the levels, like, give me vines, I beg you. I want it. Checking random metals. Yeesh. Ain't pretty, but here's fairy number 2 for Spike. He's halfway to BFI. We do indeed have BFI hinted to key 6 and key 8, so we almost certainly need whatever it is. Can we figure out what key 6 is? Surely. We've got barrels, Aztec tunnels, Mini Monkey, and then whatever's on BFI. Did we see the Hunky
Mini Monkey. Mini Monkey gives you the thing on BFI, right? So Mini Monkey can remove that thing.
Right.
Like, it could also be included, but like it's probably just for what's on BFI itself.
Have we seen the Hunky Chunky check in the tunnels? I didn't pay attention to that. Oh gosh.
I'm pretty sure someone looked at it and didn't see anything.
I'm sure they've looked at it and noted it down. Surely. I don't know.
So I think King's just doing a density for GB's check here while he thinks, because we've seen only 2 potions in the 5-door temple. We know something is on the chunky one. Unless, actually, that could be a key theoretically on the pineapple stuff. But
that's
that's
that's the trap. The trap with scouring hints is that they only talk about potions and nothing else. You can get all your potions in a region and then think the region is dead, but it could just be a key or a Kong also in that region, and haha, gotcha.
Alright, we're at sea level 4 here. I'm betting Japes.
It is indeed Japes. And with Coconut, we have access to another way of the horde here. Love that. What could we find? We could find Rocket Barrel, we could find maybe Pineapple.
What region we found? What region Donkey gets Chunky in?
Castle. So that means castles are level 5.
It's 5, yeah.
We know Castle will be 5, and then Galleon and Caves are 6 and 7. I don't think we're going to run into slam problems, it looks like.
Yeah.
Our hinted Galleon item does not need a slam.
What is this? Wait, what is this behind the door?
Oh.
What is this in here?
It's a balloon. Hello.
Balloon, okay. Oh, there's a potion behind grape. We know it's useless because of the hint.
Wow.
There's a potion behind the grape door.
And King's leaving it. That's wild.
Good call.
Well, no, I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna see what that is later. I'm curious. The danger of leaving stuff behind is you never know when an either or might like snipe you. Like
that could be a slam. You're not wrong.
Yeah, like what if that is a slam? That would be kind of crazy. But you can then recall that and be like, okay, I'm looking for a slam. Let me just go grab this random potion that I know exists. And you might turn something up. It's just something that you might consider. Spike finds a 3rd fairy on Aztec Ditty Metal. That's a cheeky one. I don't think King has any fairies still.
Yeah, I haven't seen him pick one up yet.
Oh, don't tell me fairy casinos are real. That's not okay. Don't tell me that. Say it ain't so.
We've removed crown casinos and now we've got fairy casinos instead.
Not like this.
And not to explicitly not spoil any of the previous 2 races we had. Oh my gosh, the Hunky Chunky Potion.
The Hunky Vial.
Junk scared by Hunky Chunky Hunky and BFI?
Okay,
question mark?
Lanky buys a fairy in Isles too, so there's another one. Ooh, there's 4 for Spike.
4. We're gonna split in BFI.
We're gonna get a good look at where this potion in BFI is, and that's gonna be kind of big for finding key 6. I say kind of big. It's gonna be actually enormous.
Yeah, knowing what's in there is gonna tell you so much about what you have to do to see. I think.
I have to say, I am.
Come on, tiny finger.
I am kind of shocked at how few bosses these 2 have checked for having barrels hinted. I feel like they are playing with fire, just absolute fire.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single BFI's on the top key in 6 and 8, and I haven't seen a single other key 5 anywhere. It's just barrels of key 5.
It's just barrels,
which to me screams like you said, boss, right? Because like now we've got crowns back out of the pool. All those battle pads that were covered by boulders and stuff. That's not there. What else is only barrels left, right?
There are a few options, but hang on. All right, time out. BFI. What's on BFI? Show us the bean. That would go crazy. It's green.
Oh my god, it was.
It's
Hunky, like I said, hunky.
Hang on.
Oh, there's a potion here too.
Let me know when the hive.
What's this?
Dueling with pineapple.
Oh,
perfect. Okay.
It is pineapple. Okay.
We know.
So tunnels. You do that. It's barrels. Barrels to pick up the chunky vases. It's chunky vase. A pineapple plus a barrel for chunky vase.
I love that. Key 6. Spike's running right there. Except, just one problem, Spike. You lack the Kong to pick up vases with. Ain't gonna be there.
Yeah, you can't do it without chunky by.
But he is headed to Tiny Temple. He's headed to Tiny Temple, and he's gonna pick up his diving here, and that will. Okay, never mind. I made that up. He's not going there. Where's he going?
Chunky's in Castle with Donkey. Strong Kong. Oh no, it's level 5. Slam problems. Oh dear, yeah, castle with
No,
donkey.
castle with donkey, you only run
Strong Kong room slam problems.
maybe, but it could just
Dungeon,
as easily
dungeon's
be
a slam problem.
It could just as easily be minecart. I mean, we know minecart doesn't need a slam.
True.
The metal doesn't need a slam. There's so many options. No cause for alarm yet. We know where blast is too, so like you have a lot of ways to deal with. Okay, I guess you need sniping. I guess you need sniper for the tree. Okay, maybe we have some problems in castle, but hopefully none of them are real. Let's just pretend they're not real.
Look, he's just gonna be on the minecart. It's all gonna be fine.
And King has just bought his first fairy. Spike already got all 4 and the pineapple out of BFI, and King just bought his first fairy. There was a drought on fairies. They have actually been hidden well, rare. What a wacky seed.
So far, this has been incredibly interesting.
Okay, and Spike didn't need to pick up his diving in the 5-door temple, and then didn't put it on his tracker, so I'm mad. That's all. Just laying that out there.
Hillside is foolish, but still worth trying to grab some GPs.
Density. Speaking of foolish, look at that shiny rare or Nintendo coin.
Rare coin.
Wrong coin, wrong coin.
Go.
Red alert, wrong coin. Oh, okay. Well, we found our key 5. Key 5 is in the barrel, or is in the boulder.
Oh god, it is. James Solan's boulder. There it is.
Center clam has something. Okay, there's another hint. That...
Treasure. That's just Rocket Barrel, no? Mini? Did he? Rocket Barrel?
In the clam? That makes perfect sense. Diving or key 7. It could be key 7 or Rocket Barrel.
True.
I think Rocket Barrel
but
makes
I thought key 7 was going to be the pineapple one. I thought it was going to be pineapple and then
Pineapple barrels.
Right, you're right. Yes, it can't be. That's going to be key 6. Yeah.
Pineapple barrels is key 6. Oh, Spike is actually getting. Spike is actually going to get the Great Block Potion. King did not fall for this bait. I am curious to see if this item is actually any good. Best thing it could be right now is like triangle or bongos. Oh yeah, slam actually for sure. That would definitely bail you out.
It cannot be triangle because. Or sorry, no, it could be triangle. Yeah, that's not a thing. Yeah. Yeah, it could be triangle or bongos.
It has to be.
I'm thinking best thing it could be a slam.
To be useful, it has to be something that gives you some utility. Okay, sniper. That's interesting. That actually, that did not kill donkey tree sniping. That is another excellent thing to find.
Doesn't it kill that for Chunky?
Nope.
Oh no, wait, because Chunk. Oh god.
Kongs are not related to pets at all.
That's a super good thing.
Yeah.
Oh no!
You find the
no!
You either find the slam, or if you found a slam, you open up the library. If you find sniper, you open up the tree. So Spike now has more options to find Chunky in Castle, and King has just left that potion in the dust.
There's the hunky Chunky there, so now we can take that back to the other well, we don't have Chunky yet, but you know we can come back and get that hunky Chunky lock potion and Japes after.
Yep, that'd be nice. But getting Chunky is definitely.
I'm calling him. By the way, he's on. We have all the things for it. He's on Chunky. Chunky is on the tree sniping, 100%.
I mean, he could just be.
And sniping is blocked by.
Yeah, hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Grape check.
Chunky can just be on Donkey's Metal. Chunky could just be on the boss. Like, there's so many spots for Chunky to be in Castle.
Agreed, 100%. But I'm looking for maximum pain. Because imagine, sniping is on a check that most runners will skip.
Indeed. I don't know about most runners. I think King's playing very aggressively. I think a lot of people won't skip that barrel.
I would have skipped it. The negative information, Grape's dead. Go.
Key 4 back here.
Yeah, that's gotta be it, right? Yeah, there we go.
How was that key 4? Diving got you coconut. Okay, yeah, perfect. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. Life is good. Now that you got key 4, you can get in the castle and start the hunt for Chunky Kong begins.
So we can do Donkey's fight. We can do Tiny's fight. We only need Rocket Barrel for Diddy's. And was Diddy It was Diddy Lanky. Sorry. Who was that? Was Lanky who again?
It is Donkey Tiny Diddy for K. Rool. So we just need Rocket Barrel for K. Rool. That is good. Oh, for Helm,
yeah.
It is Tiny
Helm
Lanky.
was Lanky and who?
Oh wow,
Tiny Lanky. Okay, so we need Trombone and Rocket Barrel, and the seed is mostly
zooming out a bit. We need
Key5 is probably Key5 is on the Key5 is on this rock on Spike's screen right now. Key6 is on the pineapple vase in Aztec. We're missing Key7. That's the one. So yeah. But we know one of Rocket Barrel and Key7 is going to be on what was it? What did we determine?
Okay, King actually came back for that sniper, which is some pretty remarkable presence of mind to return for that.
Impressive. 100%. If that sniper pays off, that's a huge move.
Big if. It's really hard to say.
I mean, yeah.
He may just like change his mind at the end of his Japes trip. He was like, "Do I really want to leave a potion behind like that? Like it's a little risky." You can do that when you're like 50 GBs and you're like pushing your way to the end of the game and you know it's something dead already. Then it's just like, otherwise it's like, maybe I do need that. That's a tough call to make. Very tough.
Do you remember we were talking through in Japes? We were like, oh, it was Mini and something to go to either Key7 or Diddy. And it was a specific check we had in mind. Do you remember which one that was?
Mini and diving. So, our treasure chest clam, very likely to be Rocket Barrel or Key7.
Yes, that's what it was. Treasure chest clam for Mini and diving. For Key7 or Diddy.
And then the 5-door temple.
So we have one of those.
I'm thinking Chunky's 5-door temple might have... Chunky's 5-door temple might have trombone. Does that make a lot of sense? What does the gold tower Kasplat have? That could have trombone. I think trombone is hinted, is what I'm getting at. I feel like the seed is like largely gonna resolve itself, so long as you work your way up on GBs. So let's keep a let's get a little tab on our GB count. Oh wow, another fairy for King. That's big. We got 30 plus 3 blueprints for Spike and 35 plus 6 blueprints for King. He is, wow, powered ahead on 41 GBs.
That's impressive.
Where did that... I'm trying to figure out where that time came from. I think... he just picked all the right decisions, I feel like. He made all the plays that made the most sense. You know where
it came from? Spike went for a lot of early fairy stuff. And King has been trying to just like pick them up only eventually as he goes. It's been given a bit of time.
Oh wow, they're dueling blast courses? Crazy.
Oh. Dueling blast courses in different areas of the world.
Alright. But King is opting to go into the tree, presumably to like check the Kasplat, but most importantly to go check Donkey tree sniping to see if we can find Chunky here.
Yeah.
Maybe get some Donkey bananas on the way. You'll get a balloon in here. Pretty nice.
So I know if Chunky was on the Kasplat, he would be hinted for on a Kasplat in Castle.
Right.
If same with the fairy, right? If he was on this fairy, he would be on fairy in Castle.
He has to be on exactly the tree sniping GB here.
Yeah.
Ooh, more hints. Break time. What do we got? Aztec Cranky Tiny Galleon Donkey 5-door ship.
Donkey 5-door ship? Donkey 5-door ship.
I got a treasure.
Okay, so something.
I saw a treasure in Key 8, and then I missed the last one. God, the thing with progressive hints is it drives me crazy because everyone checks their hints at different speeds, so it's like impossible to write everything down. Who saw the last one? Who saw it? I should just come armed with a snip tool and just like take a snip instantly. 2 potions and testing. Thank you.
Testing and 2 potions. Okay. So we already got those.
Did we? Yeah, we got Mini and Twirl. That's right. No, it was
Mini and Twirl. Yeah, it was Twirl. Because we were thinking, oh no, Twirl could be the thing in testing, and then we found Mini instead on the ferry near Donkey's game.
Alright, it was not Donkey tree sniping, so bailed out there.
That's good.
Metal is a pretty strong contender here. The boss is a strong contender here. But in any case, King is not leaving here without getting Chunky.
Agreed. Donkey catacombs can be done.
Unless...
the only thing he can't do is the slam lock ones. There are 2 slam lock checks.
Just one, I think. or two?
No, there's one. You have to do a slam thing to do Donkey Dungeon. You have to do a slam thing to do Donkey River.
Donkey Dungeon! Oh, Donkey Dungeon. Okay, yeah. Oh, boy. Alright, well, the believers are sweating now. They're sweating bullets. Spike waiting for a fairy to spawn. Bam! He frame one-shot that thing. Unbelievable. Alright, can we get the hint from...
That was... You're not gonna lie, that's impressive.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I think... Yeah, this seed is playing pretty nice, I think. The hints are pointing you at the right stuff, it looks like. Because we have 2 treasure room locations way of the Horde, and we also have 2 treasure room path hints. So, like... I'm feeling pretty good that you're gonna find Rocket Barrel in there.
Yeah. Easily.
Oh, yeah, because we're talking about mini plus diving, of course. It's just...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it just all makes sense. Okay. I feel like I didn't make that connection when I could have.
For me, we know key 5 and key 6. We're missing key 7, but with the way of the hordes we have, Donkey's galleon ship, Chunky's 5-door temple, there's enough things that are just going to give you bongos, go over there, get something, it'll lead to key 7. There's just not that many things left to be able to find. For me, I hate to say this, but this looks like a jest. It looks like we're almost done.
Alright, you said it, not me. Look, I get absolutely... Well. I get raked over the coals every time I say that word, so I'm out of here. That's on you. No, I did not say that. Not it. Nope.
No, he did not say it. I said it.
Nope. Sarah.
The thing is, we've also seen potions too. Like, there's a potion on the hunky thing there. So, and we don't have that many moves left.
Quick, we need to distract the people. Here's Donkey Minecart. Go. Please, just be chunky.
You were thinking of it, yeah?
Give them the bread and circuses they desire.
True. Given setups here, it's got to be on this check, or believers aren't getting it.
Could be the boss, but the boss might take some time.
Could be the boss, yeah, exactly.
It would be very annoying if it were the boss, but yeah, if it's not here, it's actually kind of a problem because it's either the boss or you need a slam, and we have no idea where slams are.
Slam casinos aren't real and they can hurt you.
All right, crisis averted. We got Chunky on Donkey Minecart, which means
there it is.
Which means you had to buy the factory shop with Diddy. You had to remember to go back there and buy that. Oh boy.
The Donkey Minecart alarms are going off in my head. I hear them when I go to sleep.
It do be like that, you know? It do like that. Alright, but with Chunky, King is gonna be in the driver's seat to finish the seat real quick. I feel like everything just kind of makes sense from here. Depending on where Bongo shakes out and where Key 7 shakes out. I think Key 7 is the big question mark right now in my head. I
agree. I think we just have too many way of the heroes.
I agree. I think things just should make sense from here. My guess actually is that Key 7 is also on a clam. So I think I think we're gonna get a crazy hype chest. Or like the sub. One of the two. Or more likely the hype chest because that's cooler, so. Oh, and he has to find vines too. That's the one weird hurdle for King. He's gotta figure out what is going on here. I think
we're close to no mode, but I don't think he knows.
I don't think we haven't had an answer for guitar yet, otherwise. I think the only thing we've used guitar for is vines. And guitar is pretty directly hinted, isn't it? Yeah, it's directly hinted way the Horde.
It was directly hinted with production thing, so you're actually gonna check guitar tracks for sure.
I think you
There's our boy!
I think you can pretty reasonably piece together Dark Rafters with guitar for vines. I think that fits pretty well. And that is Vin Diesel %. The full family, sub 1 hour. Gotta feel pretty good about that one.
Quite literally, with about 35 seconds to spare. Doubters got absolutely jobbed here.
Unlucky. The Doubters are out here trying to... They are preying on the downfall of our runners. They deserve no such sympathy.
Of course.
We only live in the best worlds here. We only live in the best worlds here on DK64 speedruns. Tell you what. This is the bit where the Doubters come out and be like, oh, well. Look, for every seed the believers win, the doubters win like a couple more.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Doubters are just playing the odds. They're just statistical masters of their craft.
Masters, you say?
Yeah. Well.
What are they doing now? We got them dead to rights on this one.
Losing is the correct answer.
They're taking a quick little L on this one.
Yeah.
King's still sticking around in Castle. I think he just wants like fast checks here and gets out.
Yeah, King. Do you see on King's stream how many fairies he has?
He has 2.
He can get 1 from the shop on Isles for 3, so he does need to find another one. Did he see the one? Did he get the one in the production barrel yet? Because if not, then he'll have 4.
There's one on a chunky shop and factory, which I have no idea if you remembered or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the cheeky thing about this is the really ugly thing about a BFI jump scare is that you have to like suddenly remember, oh my god, where are all my fairies? Oh my god. Oh wow, we got a potion on Cranky. What do we got here? Oh wait, we have Castle Shops hinted to key 8, so this is gonna be good. Hey, it's Trombone.
Trombone, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Okay, we are. By the way, we are so definitely done now because not only does Clam, we have Treasure Gold Tower, we have so many Way of the Heroes and things that are just straight up red things.
And we don't need a lot. We need
one of those.
We need 3 keys, and we need Gorilla Gun and Monkey Port.
1 move.
We need both of those.
Yes, Gorilla Gun. Oh, those are that's true.
I think 1 is gonna one makes a lot of sense to be in Chunky 5-door Temple.
Yes.
Makes a lot of sense for 1 to be there, and then 1 is probably just in Donkey's 5-door ship. I think that makes a lot of sense. Like, I think we have enough stuff hinted that we should be able to find our way through the rest of the seed. I don't think anything's too scary here.
Yeah, the thing about Monkey Port, especially, and Gorilla Gun, they're still hinted. They still get those extra bonus hints. So, like, if you can find Key 7, at this point, you're good. Because we know exactly where Key 5 and Key 6 are.
Yeah.
Key 5 is on the Japes Boulder. Key 6 is on Chunky's vases in Aztec.
So I'm gonna
once you find Key 7,
I'm gonna drop a little tip on you here. Never say we know things, because the world has this cosmic sense of irony that will smack you down when you're that supremely confident. We put forth our best theories. We never know anything. We put forth our best theories. We gotta respect. We have to respect the RNG lords out there. Otherwise, they will find you, and they will put you on a new level of pain. Okay, I also didn't realize there were actually 2 fairies sold in Isles Cranky, which is excellent. So that's 4 fairies for King now. I thought there was only 1 there.
I thought he'd already bought 1 of them. But yeah, no, there was 2 there. I thought he'd already bought 1. Yeah. Alright, he's got a pineapple. So we're about to see where things are going. Yeah, Bongos has to be on one of these things. Bongos on Gold Tower, question mark?
Bongos on Gold Tower, Bongos in Chunky 5-door Temple. Maybe Bongos in the treasure chest, but that one's a little bit more of a reach, I think.
I think that one kind of is supposed to be Rocket Barrel or Key 7, because it has Mini Monkey behind it.
Right. That makes it like, yeah, put Rocket Barrel there and then go find Key 7 on Rocket Barrel, or maybe just also in the treasure chest, best case scenario.
Yeah.
I think the worst case scenario for these runners is Key 7 not being in the treasure chest. If Key 7's in the treasure chest, the seed is just like magically solved, I think. If it's not there, then they have to find Key 7 randomly, which is not going to be super pretty, I don't think.
Rocket Barrel is a scary one, I think. Because, like, if you see Key 7 in there and you still find Rocket Barrel, I guess there are more Diddy hints than there are Key 7 hints, right? So...
Yeah, if you find Key 7 in that spot and not Rocket Barrel, then Rocket Barrel becomes scary. I think it's more likely you find Rocket Barrel, because in worlds where Key 7 is also on Rocket Barrel, the hints also make sense. Whereas if it were Key 7 there, then you would also have to find a mini plus diving check to fit Rocket Barrel on. And King has correctly run to what we believe is to be Key 6.
6.
He ran straight at it. Not that you have to run very far to get into Aztec.
Theoretically, this could also be Bongos. If this is Bongos, then DK's 5-door ship is key 6.
This routing is just so immaculate because he went and got pineapple before this, so now he doesn't have to make a second trip in a Aztec. It's very easy to, once you get chunky, just like run back and go do all your stuff that you go get your keys for, but then you might have to, like, you know, the order of operations is serendipitously worked out in this instance where it just, boom, there's a key, just perfect, and then, oh, I'm gonna go run and get another way of the Horde right now.
There's key 6.
I'm just crazy.
Yeah.
This guy's good.
There are 2 things you gotta do in Aztec with Chunky, and they both require pineapple. Actually,
really
honestly, almost everything you do in Aztec with Chunky requires pineapple. It's mostly just the tunnel thing here with Hunky that doesn't. Oh, did they peek something on this? He's doing this. Or is he just doing it for a fast GB?
It just be a GB. I mean, at this point, right? He's got to be thinking that, like, he's got to be pretty close. What is he at? He's at 42 GBs with 7 blueprints in the pocket, so he's got 49 functionally. So he needs quite a few more. Oh, that boulder's not going to do it. Bonk.
No, it's not.
Oh, don't get shockwaved. We're good. We're good. We're good. Very careful positioning.
I love my boy Chunky, but he is unwieldy.
Oh, there is a potion here. Oh, son of a gun. This might be kind of big.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Dang,
There's this one, and there's another Hunky Chunky potion in Japes.
I would have pegged this for a key, like a key decider really quick, but I guess it's not actually a big deal here. I think this is just bait.
Wait a minute, what can this even be? Wait, what can this even be? It's Barrel's lock. Barrel's is only key 5 and 6.
I think it's nothing, actually. Is there anything else in the lowlands?
Could be a slam, but no, there's nothing else in lowlands.
We found balloon in the lowlands. Maybe we need to be reconsidering things. So maybe it's balloon and buffering. I actually can't think of anything. I don't think
I'm trying to find a balloon.
Oh wait, there's sniper. In the
Oh,
lowlands.
balloon boulder can. Yeah.
There's
But we know
sniper in the
snipers
lowlands?
not required because sniper's great block. You can only be for key 2.
Right. Is there a world we get a balloon sniper? But it can't. This has to be for key 5.
Wait a minute.
No.
Slam. Hold on. A slam in lowlands. Hold on. Cook with me. Slam in lowlands.
Okay, I'm gonna put
found balloon.
I'm gonna put a stop on that because tunnels is only hinted to key 6, and we just found key 6, so it's actually completely unrelated. That sprint means basically nothing, I think. Yeah,
okay, that's fair enough.
I thought that was I thought that was a
Caves Beetle was my cook.
Yeah, the problem with that is I was kind of thinking that, but it would have to be key 5 there, and you can't put key 5 there because it requires key 5 to get there. Oh
Correct.
boy.
Oh yeah.
What's in Chunky 5-door temple? I want to know.
Oh no, it's pineapple locked. Pineapple's on the way to key 6 and 8, so this is gonna be something for key 8. This is gonna be Gorilla Gon or Monkey Port.
Gorilla, Monkey Port, or Bongos, I think, all make sense.
Depending on it.
Another fairy in here.
Yeah,
Very
Bongos
funny
to get-
game. Very funny.
yeah.
I see you. That's just rude. How dare you?
It could be Bongos for like Donkey 5-door ship to have the Monkey Port as a Gorilla Gon, right? Yeah.
Here's our potion. No surprise key 7. I don't think it could be key 7, but it would have been a surprise. That's for sure.
I would have been well and truly shocked if the item that was on the path to key 6 and 8 was on the path to key 7.
Okay, hang on.
We'd have words.
Never mind. Return to not hanging on to things because I had an idea and it was terrible.
Oh dear, tell me.
It was just bad. I overcooked. Anyway, there's our monkey port. All right, great. Thank you, game. Thank you. Get me out of here.
Okay. Run Japes, get key 5.
Yep. That's not Japes. He's back to Aztec. Did he forget something?
This is Aztec.
What was he thinking? Oh, Spike gets his key 5. Excellent.
There it is.
That's really the only spot it made sense. Oh, he might be looking for vines, actually. He's gonna just keep clearing this level, I think.
You're right. He doesn't have vines, so he's looking for a way to get the vines.
He's got to piece together guitar. That's the hard part.
Mm-hmm.
He might be thinking, like...
Guitar checks in the first 3 levels. The first 3 levels are what again? Japes is on level 4, so it's Factory,
Factory Aztec
it's
Forest.
Aztec, and it's Forest.
And it does have to be guitar, right? Because guitar is Way of the Horde, and we don't have any reason for it. No other reason besides the vines that we got. If you find, like if there was, like, a Diddy cabin hinted, that vines would be so much harder to find. But I think because
Actually,
of that,
you know,
that's the only
there
answer.
are a couple of key 8 hints here that are a little concerning.
What do you have in mind?
So, with Mini on the path to key 8, even though we know that it like provides pineapple to provide monkey port, so it's fulfilled, it could just be on the path to vines as well, because vines to key 8 works just fine. So there's a lot of random mini checks across these 3 levels.
Yeah, but the problem, it's not so much that Mini is not problematic. Mini has an answer to key 8. It was Mini for pineapple for our monkey port. So we know why Mini is needed for key 8. It's that vines doesn't have an explanation. There's no answer for guitar right now. Or, yeah, guitar doesn't have an explanation for King right now. He has to figure out, why is my guitar hinted Way of the Horde? He has to remember that his guitar is hinted Way of the Horde. Guitar was not needed to get into the back of Aztec. So we gotta figure out, what do you do with guitar? And when you take out the back of Aztec, guitar, you kind of run out of stuff to do with guitar, like, shockingly quick. You might be surprised. Right, so they both have picked up their key 5 and 6. We'll see who ends into Galleon first. Galleon is definitely our winner, because the treasure room is just absolutely stacked beyond belief.
100%.
You know what? I think we start with raised water in Galleon. Is that a problem? No, donkeys can be done with raised water. We're good.
No. Yeah, donkeys is...
Yeah, that one's... I'm visualizing the cactus and just like...
It's almost...
I could not have done this. I could not have done this 6 months ago. I could not have told you who was on what level of the cactus 6 months ago. I'm just thinking. I think donkeys is on a higher elevation.
It's Lanky and Diddy are on low water. Donkey and Tiny are on high water, and Chunky is also on low water
because they share rooms,
but he's in a different room.
Yeah. Okay. We're good. Oh, he found caves and immediately left. He was like, I don't care. Don't need this. See ya.
And yeah, it is totally based on whose rooms are shared, which is how I should remember it.
So King was forging ahead with the lead pretty well, but Spike, having pulled vines, I feel like is definitely in great position right now.
It's an incredible pull at this point, because it is looking like the item that is the least hinted and the most most out of the way.
Oh, and you need 54 GBs to get into a level 6 galleon? That's just rude.
54?
Yep.
Well, time to dump our blueprints, but
when
he
you
only
bump,
has like, what, 7 or 8?
When you bump Helm up to 64, you're gonna get pretty expensive levels sometimes. And this sends King back to the first 2 levels. It sends him packing to go find vines. Like, what else are you gonna do? Nothing else to do right now. Maybe dump your blueprints? He has 45 GBs and could dump 7. And you're only at 52. Ouch. Yeesh. And Spike is at 50 GBs and 4 blueprints, so he's actually at 54. He could dump to get into Galleon.
Wow.
Wonder if he wants to. I mean, that's like basically his only point of progression at this point. He just like kind of has to. He just kind of has to force his way in there. I think it's worth a dump, but it's definitely a tough call. Because you're really not dumping much. Like, what are you gonna do otherwise? Try Isles checks looks like. Yeesh.
Yeah, he has all these guns. Why not, right?
I think this is a question that's going to come up.
Go to Forest Chocolate.
I think this is a pretty good question that's going to come up in Season 3, I think. At what point, how aggressively do you dump your blueprints to try and get into levels as you go? To keep the momentum, keep pushing forward, keep finding progression. I think it's not...
I agree, because you never want to go back and dump twice, and it always feels bad when you have to.
Right. Spike is now pushing all his Isles checks where possible to try and eke out enough GBs to get into Galleon without having to worry about dumping any blueprints or anything. We'll see how
Pearl
successful
Gang,
it is.
rise up.
Wow. Thank you. Wow, we saw 2 random Pearl high five, one in the Power Hut, one in
I was gonna say, Pearl Gang, rise up, let's go.
We out here. What the heck? Alright, but having found 2 GBs, Spike is opting to dump, it looks like, the 2 donkey blueprints he has. You get the 54. That's a reasonable compromise.
I think that's pretty okay, yeah. You just have to remember not to, if you end up buying blueprints in the future, just don't buy any donkey ones.
And King is finally returning to forest. What is he going to find here? Well, first off, what's in the lobby?
Oh gosh, we're getting lobby fairy.
Yep.
Bad hit detection fairy, let's go.
Losing track of that. Speaking of losing track, I have lost track of this tracker like 15 times this seed. This seed's been a little bit all over the place. This seed feels so much longer than it is. This is a fast one.
I'm telling you, there's a lot going on in a small compressed area. We haven't even entered Galleon or caves yet, and I feel like we've gone through so much.
I got put in a time loop on this seed, that's for sure. Lost track of time on this one. Holy smokes. Oh, okay, now I can't say fast? Oh my god. Everyone's a critic.
He said the F word. Chat, we can't do this. We can't.
I'm running out of words!
There's lots of things we can do, but we can't say that, chat.
Brisk, swift, elevated pace. I don't know, man. What am I supposed to say?
Larock is banned from going fast. Must only go slow.
You can't take my words. Alright, shipyard time.
Expedient. Rapid.
This stream brought to you by thesaurus.com.
Yeah.
Yo, Force Funky?
No. Oh! Potion on Force Funky? Question mark?
Triangle? Sure. I'll take it.
Triangle?
I mean, about the best thing you can get. It's not even all that good, but it's just about the best thing you can get. Alright. Yeah. Spike has hit the mother load. This treasure room is like absolutely beyond stacked. This Kasplat hinted away the horde. What do we got? Bang, there's Gorilla gone. Love that. Gimme.
There's one. Yeah,
you gotta check this. You gotta check this whole room pretty hard for sure, because it is hinted twice and has two-way the hordes in it. So.
and Allegro seed.
Big moment of truth. Big moment of truth. Is key 7 in the treasure chest? This is probably. That doesn't look like Rocket Barrel to me. This is a Way of the Horde bongos. All right, great.
That is bongo.
We need that. Is key 7 in the treasure chest? This is a big moment here. This matters a lot.
Well, bongos is a redraw. We can see key 7 or Rocket Barrel in his
True.
In his
I promise I'm afraid.
5-door ship, yeah. Because that one's hinted Way of the Horde.
I think it's more likely to be Rocket Barrel than anything. Okay, there's another item. Oh god. Oh boy.
Is that Slam? Question mark? Was that clear?
Your guess is as good as mine. I think it's clear.
Oh, and here is KingofYamimakai moving vine.
He's finding his vines here. This is good for him. Oh boy, now we got a head scratcher. I missed the last hint. There's one more hint that Spike just got access to. Or the King just got access to, and Spike has access to.
He just cycled through them like crazy.
Oh no. A slam? Is it a slam locked key 7? Is it a bongos locked key 7? We got a head scratcher here, team.
Oh no. Wait, which it was Center Clam was hinted, right?
The Center Clam was hinted Way of the Horde, and that was the bongos for the other thing that we know to be Way of the Horde.
Way of the Horde.
But now...
So, yeah, we're getting donkey ship.
But now we have a
So this is either Rocket Barrel or key 7.
We have a really weird key 7 situation.
We're still missing, and it's in the wind. Do we have another Way of the Hero? I thought we did.
Yeah, so it's Donkey 5-door ship. That's it. That's all we got.
Oh, God.
That's it.
Good luck. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
We have options, though. So it's not like it's unsolvable. It's just that you just have to pick an option and just live. You just have to live with it. Whatever you picked is just like, all right, take the wheel. This is still fast. This is still fast. Quit your piping.
This is my fault. Why are you blaming LaRoche?
A grizzled veteran on the mic. I tell you what, you can't, from a grizzled Donkey Kong 64 commentator, it's just like you can never know too much. You can't, you just can't know. You just never know.
The The minus 10%.
Okay, look, it's not my fault. Etiquette got snippy in the race room. I had to teach him a lesson. All right, it had to be done.
I have only one thing to say, chat. There you go. There's a main character face from me to you.
Oh boy. Okay, let's rein this in and
right
try and
now.
figure out how to solve this seed. All right, so step one, we go to Donkey's Fiber Ship.
The problem is, I need to see all the hints. That's my thing, because we need to know whether it's if it is Rocket Barrel in there, then I need to look at all the negative information and try to find where Key 7 can't be and just start powering checks on like Key 7 locked things.
The negative information should do a lot of work on slams, not so much on
Agree.
Barrel.
Yeah, and then if it is Key 7 in there, I need to look at every Diddy K Rool hinted item and things like that, and just power those forever, essentially.
Oh boy, this is getting weird real quick. Can one of you just get in a Donkey Fiber Ship? The anticipation's killing me. Get in there.
There's so many gold bananas to collect here. They gotta push to 64 anyway. I mean, I don't blame them, but yes, please get in the ship, Shinji.
We need 64. We need 64, and Spike is at 59 and 4 blueprints, so he is at 63. He is chilling, and here you go, buy some more.
Yeah, he's got one more in the shop. He's gonna get a 64 for here.
Perfect. So Spike is good to go.
Even, but...
If Spike just, finds the rest of the stuff magically, he's chilling. But, yeah, this is gonna get weird. Why is it whenever we end up in the awful situations, it's always you two, Rocket Barrel and Key 7?
Mm-hmm.
It's always these two, I tell you what. These two end up required and then just in horrendous spots. Just a truly staggering clip. Alright. Alright.
Here we go.
Alright, here we go. What is in Donkey's Fiber Ship? This is, like, massive.
Anticipation is truly killing me. Here's my thing. I think if it's Rocket Barrel, I'm gonna start checking every Red Slam. Umed, if it's Red Slam, I am truly sorry. I'm gonna have to make an apology tour after this seed. If it's Red Slam, FYI.
Oh boy. So, well, the thing is, if you find Rocket Barrel here, it could just be Rocket Barrel the Diddy. It could just be Rocket Barrel the Key 7. Actually, no, wait. It probably can't be.
True.
No. Okay. No. We have a treasure chest to Diddy K Rool hint solo. So here's Key 7. So treasure chest to Diddy K Rool hint solo, which means Rocket Barrel could not lead to Key 7. So this, fortunately, we have found Key 7. Key 7's in the bag. You can, at this point, beat Helm. You do not need Rocket Barrel to beat Helm in this seed.
Correct. You just need to beat K Rool.
But yeah, you just need to beat K Rool. So you can go to Helm right now and get some thinking time. You can be like, all right, what? Rocket Barrel? Where could Rocket Barrel possibly be? All right, team. Here's our answer.
So here's the thing. It is slam locked, right?
It is. I think it has to be slam locked. Yes.
Or Gorilla Gone locked. It was in Treasure Room, right?
But it can't be Gorilla Gone because
Because Key 8, right? Yeah.
Okay, it could be Gorilla Gone. No, it can't be. It can't be. Because if it were... So, what we're going off of right now is we have a treasure chest, or treasure room hint to only Diddy K Rool. Right? So, of our items, it can't be Bongos, because Bongos got you Key 7, so it would also be on the path to Key 7. It can't be Gorilla Gone, because Gorilla Gone's also on the path to Key 8.
Gorilla Gone because you get Key 8.
It is a 100% a slam-locked Rocket Barrel somewhere.
Which unfortunately means...
That's horrifying, by the way.
It's probably on a blue slam lock thing.
Probably.
It could just be on... What is our final level?
Oh boy.
Caves?
Caves?
Oh, wait. There's
No.
only one slam? One slam. No, two slam lock things in caves.
It wouldn't be...
Right? Both length.
I don't... Surely we have negative information that can kill the Beetle Race, right? Surely. We can't kill the Ice Castle because...
Because O-Sprint was on... O-Sprint was on something behind Barrels. Barrels was 5 to 6.
Okay, yes.
So it's not Beetle. So it can only be... If it is in fact Red Slam Lock, it is exactly one check.
It is exactly the Ice Castle. if it is
Correct.
red slam.
It's our best friend, the pumpkin.
Which is, mind you, staggeringly unlikely. I think you basically, at this point,
Super unlikely.
you pick castle or galleon, and you just pray.
I push every slam check, yeah.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Enjoy your homing ammo, Spike. See how much good that does you. Well, this is horrifying. King is now at 64 GBs, so he is chilling.
If you had to pick one, what are we picking here? Right? Let's think about it. Castle has all the rooms, has
the dungeon,
Lankies, greenhouse, dungeons. So there's a lot there.
So what is it not?
Galleon has.
Let's eliminate some stuff. It is not trombone. Does that help with slams? No. They're already in galleons. That might be an option. It's not grape, so it's not lanky tower. It's not.
It's not SK.
It might be
SK. Was SK him?
It's not guitar. It's definitely not guitar. Which kills, I guess, nothing.
Oh, we're looking for Rocket Barrel, so it can't be Diddy's.
Right. But it could be like Diddy Dungeon or something. No, it can't be.
Yes.
It can't be guitar, which means it can't be Vine, so it's not Diddy Dungeon.
Yeah. Well, and Sniper.
Yeah, okay, you can kill it. More than one way to kill that thing. It's not
so
trombone.
Right?
It's not trombone, so it's.
It can't be.
It's not Lanky Dungeon because it's not trombone. Right. It could be Donkey's Dungeon. That is a possibility.
It can be Donkey Library.
It can be Donkey. Oh, can it be?
It can be.
Oh, actually, it could. It could be Donkey Library.
Strong Kong was not hinted as a path.
So if you're going to, it's library. It's library, not ballroom.
Oh, the Monkey Port one is not possible because Monkey Port was the result of our 5-door temple from Chunky, the Pineapple one, and Pineapple was to only 6 and 8.
And you need Rocket Barrel for that.
And not.
And so if it's in Castle, it's in one of two locations. It's either in Donkey Dungeon.
No, I meant to. You don't need Rocket Barrel to do Tiny's.
You need Rocket Barrel.
Right?
Yeah, the other one. The other thing in the ballroom is Rocket Barrel lock. So in Castle, there are two checks.
Yeah,
there are two slam lock checks in Castle that could be Rocket Barrel. It is Donkey Dungeon or Donkey Library. That is not inspiring. If it is in...
It can be
Galleon,
two-door ship.
If it's in Galleon, 2-door ship, perfect check. King finds nothing. Lighthouse is a possibility.
Yep, Donkey Lighthouse.
Could it be this? Yes, I think. Yeah, because this is Twirl. Twirl was not hinted. And Mini and Diving were already hinted.
Oh no, it totally can be. Oh god.
So it's possibly here?
This.
Or I think the library or the lighthouse, and I think that's all we got.
Yeah, Ice Castle. Not here. Okay, so it is Ice Castle, Library, Dungeon.
Seagull remembers the Lanky Greenhouse. You're a genius.
Lighthouse.
Could be the greenhouse.
Oh yes, Lanky Greenhouse. Yes, that's correct.
King's going back in. He's committing to slam checks here. Oh boy. Whereas Spike is just like, you know what? I'm gonna figure this out later. I'm just gonna do home right now, which makes a lot of sense. He's already a room down. It's pretty fast here.
Yeah, I don't hate this at all. It's required stuff. You kind of got to be doing thinking on like that whole thinking that we just did. Tiny Mazo is a slam check. Oh, you're right. That's yeah, 100%.
Chad is so smart. They're remembering everything. There's so many more checks than I thought. Oh god, they're expanding. They're multiplying. Help!
Tiny Maz, Lanky Green, Donkey Dungeon, Donkey Library.
There's definitely more. Well, okay, so King has cleared out Galleon at this point. It's either on the lighthouse or it's not here.
Yeah, because there's no more slams in here, right?
And then, okay, there is still the disaster scenario where it is in the ice castle. That scenario still exists. Which is horrifying beyond belief.
If it's not in here, it's on one of 5 checks. We have a 20% chance of
he's the dirt.
Of running bad.
Check the dirt
they just
too.
checked the 2-door ship.
Check the dirt, please.
So it can be on this dirt.
Yes, there it is.
Oh, we're saved.
All right. So if you went to castle trying to dig up, your rocket barrel, you're kind of in trouble. The lighthouse dirt bails us out. King is dumping and headed to helm. And Spike is just finishing up Helm right now. So he's gonna grab his key 8, and Spike has to just pick correctly. Spike has to just find Rocket Barrel immediately, or he might be behind.
I think that Spike is ahead if he picks Galleon and goes to Lighthouse side first. He is very close if he picks Galleon and goes to Shipyard Outskirts side first. And he is behind if he goes to Castle and does all those 4 or 5 castle checks. That would be the worst.
Oh wow, King gambled
also,
on
chat,
King gambled. He gambled on a GB to be number 64 up top. That's insane. He's going so fast.
Well, we have Sniper too, so it could have been that one, or on the Sax pad, or on the Splat, or on the barrel. So there was like 4 different options.
Okay, Spike is picking Galleon. This is the correct play. Where does he go? This is gonna be tight. This is gonna be real tight.
Close.
If he goes to the Shipyard side,
also, chat, in the words of many different card games I've played across time, always had it, never didn't have it. You know, it called the jet. Clearly, always had it, never didn't have it. Never worried a little.
Look at the timer. This seat is fast. We can say it. We can say it. We can tell the world this seat is fast.
So Spike doing the first and obvious check you like there's you're never going past here doing this, I think, so that's fine. It's really gonna depend. Right or left, Spike? Heart of the cards. Right or left?
He goes straight. That's not it.
What?
He's going Lighthouse. Huge.
Lighthouse. Oh man.
I mean, this makes sense.
Here we go.
You hit the 1 warp, and then you warp back from the Lighthouse area. It's faster to go from the Lighthouse out than to go...
That is...
Than to go
Good routing
Shipyard
also
back.
turns out just to be the right play.
So smart.
Now, is Spike a man who climbs the knockoff Womp Tower first?
Oh,
or
he goes
is
dirt first.
a man who does the dirt?
He goes dirt first.
Culture, I see. I am also a dirt first player.
Dirt first. He's going to K. Rool. Go, go, go.
And there he is.
There we go.
Let's go, Spike.
You charge in a K. Rool, and you got to stare at the race time and see who's going to finish in front of you. You got to be scared. Let's see how Spike does. Hold on your butts.
And I'm gonna save that for a minute.
Nope. See what happens. Witness the need for a baboon blast to use these barrels. You can't really witness anything. Just in your mind, witness it. All right. Thanks. Imagine
one of these days I'm gonna go in there without baboon blast just to take a look at it. You know, I just want to see what they look like.
Just imagine some faded out barrels if you didn't have blast. Right. Thank you for witnessing. Thank you for imagining. Thank you, team.
Good old little bit of
yeah, of course. We have a tiny K roll phase to sit through. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Good old Malmos Calm Road. Witness me. One down.
Mind you, King is not far behind at all. I wonder if he's gonna see Spike finish while he's in tiny phase. That's the classic. Oh boy. Yeah, you had to pick out the slam out of your treasure room stuff. So to elaborate a little bit more on why that treasure room was so tricky, there were 3 things in the treasure chest. 2 of them had path hints, and 2 of them were Way of the Horde. The gold tower Kasplat was Way of the Horde, and he had Gorilla Gon. The center clam was Way of the Horde and had bongos. And then the 3rd thing was the slam, also in the treasure chest. You had 2 path hints for the treasure room. One was to DK Rool, and one was to just Key 8. That's it, solo paths. Yeah. So you had to figure out which item corresponded to Key 8, which item corresponded to DK Rool, and why the Way of the Hordes were needed. You had to figure out all those interactions there. It is not easy. Not easy to solve that one.
Definitely not, but given that we knew that like Key 7 had to be in there, whichever one led to Key 7 couldn't have been that, and so there had to be a 3rd thing in there. We knew there had to be 3 things in there.
Right, yeah, that's actually a great point. The Key 7 knowledge was... Well, okay, actually, technically speaking, Key 7 didn't have to be there. You could pick another mini diving check. It could have been in the sub. Would have been.
True.
And that's a possibility.
Yeah.
a very ugly possibility, but a possibility. It wasn't confirmed until we picked up key 7 off the bongos that we knew that, okay, yes, all 3 things are necessary. Got so weird.
Though to be fair, if it is another mini diving check, it's only that, or worst case scenario, a random mini check like the one in caves with a barrel that has a diving mini. So you basically, like, if you end up like being like, oh no, where's my key 7? You go do that submarine, and then you start doing mini checks that have barrels on them. That's kind of your way out, right?
Yeesh. Yeesh. Here you go. You gotta sit through Tiny Phase and watch people finish in front of you. It's just absolutely brutal.
Oh, yeah.
But these are some fast times. These are some 130s, which is very fast. The sub 100s. So quick, so quick. What a puzzle of a seed. Season 3 does that to you, right? When you put in an extra key in the pool to solve, when you simplify key 8 a little bit, when you add a little complexity to Donkey K. Rool, you combine all of these pieces together and you end up with this wacky seed here where tons of stuff is hinted. You gotta just like untangle the paths and pick out, okay, I need this item here. You gotta like you fit all the puzzle pieces in the right spot, you make the full puzzle, and shazam, you get a 130. Unbelievable.
I'll be honest with you. I for a little bit there, I've been like feeling like, oh no, the seeds for season 3 have been so long. Is there something in the setting that's just giving us this? It's good to see a seed like this. For sure, it's good to see a seed like this. You know what I mean? Like something that looks a lot more like.
Look, I'm gonna level with you. You're gonna get garbage seeds all the time. You're gonna get great seeds all the time. It's just the nature of the beast. And there is time for Spike. He takes 3rd place today with a time of 1:36:59. GG. An excellent time.
KingofYamimakai is not far behind.
An excellent time
of the Tiny Phase.
But unfortunately, he did watch Kilvaris finish while he was inside Tiny Phase, the classic. As King watches Spike finish while he's in Tiny Phase, just every. This happens every time. Kilvaris takes 2nd place with a 1:34:15, and our speed demon of the day, Camerson. Thanks for popping in, Chief. He got a 1:30:25, 1:30 flat, 90 minutes in and out. Quick adventure.
That is impressive.
Well done. Well done indeed. We're gonna go see if we can hunt down Spike and pull him in for an interview. Oh, there he is. Let's go get him. Hello, Mr. Spike. How you doing? Congratulations. You survived.
GG's, friend.
That slam scared me.
We were thinking like, okay, so best case scenario, they just find Rocket Barrel in their treasure chest, and they find key 7, and life is good. And then it was like, wait a minute, that's not key 7 on the way to the horde spot. Wait a minute, that's not a yellow. Oh no, what is that?
It was
Oh boy.
Luckily, you could tell what it was referring to rather than it could be gone, it could be bongos, it could be slam. At least you knew, but also,
well,
what?
It's tricky. You didn't actually know until you found key 7 off of bongos to know that, wait a minute, something in the treasure room has to lead to key 7, which means I need all 3 of the items in the treasure room, but I only have 2 paths to work with. The mental calculus just goes haywire.
As it turned out, if you had found Rocket Barrel on that Donkey 5-door ship instead of Key 7, you just had to go power mini plus diving checks for the rest of the game. So like submarine and then every mini check that had a barrel for possible mini diving game nonsense. But in either case, at least you had it hinted, right? You had like a small pool of things to do. The real jump scare for the slam, like you were saying, is there were 4 checks in we did the math. There were 4 checks in Castle that had a slam. There were the 4 checks in Galleon that had slam, the 2 doors and the 2 checks inside Donkey's Lighthouse. And then there was 1 check in caves that could have red slam, just ice castle with a pumpkin. and I was truly worried that's what we were gonna get.
That world did exist.
Oh, that's
horrifying.
That's the reason why I ran back to James. It's like, I saw a white file there, I'm gonna leave it, I'm gonna assume it's nothing. Wait, hold on, this is a mini locked white file. Mini also got a slam. Oh no, panic, back to James.
Red alert, red alert, red alert.
That's actually a really good shout though, right? Like, you know, if one slam's hinted and like that, it might be both slams, because if that was a slam, then it would be both, and you would know exactly. Like that honestly not a hugely long check, and a good shout to check for anyone.
Drama alert!
GG for KingofYamimakai as well.
Drama alert! Drama alert! KingofYamimakai just got sniped by 1 second by etiquette. I tried, man. I tried to make it worse. I'm sorry. I didn't do enough. That's really unfortunate.
Oh no!
Oh man, that's son of. We'll get him next time. Yeah, we'll see if we can pull him in and talk about this beast of a seed. Speed demon.
Yeah, I've had so many. Oh, never mind. Sorry, you go.
GG's King.
GG.
GG King.
You need to unmute your mic or something. This is quite the seed we got here. Quite the seed. We're at he clocks in with the time at 1:39:58. 2 seconds under the 140. Love to see it. You'll love to see it. And he's sorting his mic out.
I think King's might have died because his stream on our stream is also dead. Oh, there he goes. There he is. Right. GG's King.
I'm gonna sort out his whatever. You never can trust technology these days, can you? You just can't. It's impossible. Tell you what.
So, Spike, tell me how you felt about it. Like, you know, felt like a pretty smooth ride. Any things stand out to you?
I hate Diddy Dark Rafters. Let's just leave it at that.
That was a real clutch pull. I tell you what. I mean, I think your hands kind of point you there. You didn't need guitar for any other reason. I don't think. So if you piece that together, you could have found your way there. It took King a while to do that. So you kind of, I think that's where you took it. It was worth it, in short, for you to do Diddy Dark Rafters. It gave you enough knowledge to be able to blast your way out of the first 3 levels, just basically free of charge. Whereas King had to kind of figure it out and be like, okay, wait a minute, I'm gonna go scoop up. My vines at some point. Although, you know, when you need 54 GBs to get into Galleon, you got time to go find your vines.
Yeah, I was tempted to skip that guitar because I knew where guitar was. It's like, oh yeah, guitar's easily just in factory. I was like, is it worth skipping or do I go get it anyways? I think it was smart getting it.
It wasn't a given that it was guitar there, but I did think it was pretty likely on production. Although that was only with the knowledge of you having vines at that point. If you didn't have vines, then like you kind of had to go do it. So it's tough to say.
Exactly.
Plus, it could be something else that got you guitar, so it's just a whole mess. You kind of needed to. I'd be surprised if somebody like actually got away with skipping it. Maybe Cam did. He got a 130. That's unbelievable. That son of a gun.
Oh, Spike.
I was shocked to say that.
Tell me about like what the mentality for like choosing to go into Dark Rafters was. Like, was it because you had Twirl that made it easier? Like, what was the mindset behind like routing that in?
Well, also GB Rush, because Mills has a lot of quick checks back to back, right? And because of Fairies being shuffled, that has 2 checks attached to it. So I can potentially nab 2 GBs real quick, and in settings like this, GBs giving you your actual hints, I will value getting as many early GBs as possible. It's why you see me doing a lot of mini games when normally that is something that you would avoid for GBs.
I love this.
But to top it off, because of circumstances like today, where it's like, all right, well, if there is something here, I can get a lot of info from that. So as soon as I got vines, my mind's immediately like, okay, Featherbow, guitar, Diddy Kong, first 3 levels, hurry, find things. I was very surprised where Feather was, though.
Oh, absolutely. See Feather on the inside of
I mean, Feather kind of needed to turn up, right? It just kind of had to be. It had to be somewhere pretty quick. Oh, there you are. What's going on, King? How you doing?
Oh, there you go, King. Welcome in.
I'm good with technology, I promise.
So, GG's, how'd you find the seed?
It wasn't bad. I thought it was doing a lot better than the race room reflects.
It's a quick one, ain't it? Chat.
The big thing that was getting me was Vine.
Yes. Yeah, we were
Got
just
him.
discussing that. Spike actually went in without guitar and did Dark Rafters in the dark, truly.
Or Madman.
It really is. Really is.
Agreed.
It's pretty hard. With Twirl, it helps a lot, and you have Shockwave to kind of work your way in with Twirl and Shockwave. But like I'm gonna level with you, Spike. I think you got a little bit lucky on your last Twirl, but you know that's neither here nor there.
Look, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah.
But
I'll
yes,
call you
you're
out.
right.
Look, I will fight
Yeah.
I will fight the meta of having to do Dark Rafters without Twirl or without guitar. It is awful. It's so easy to mess that up.
It is. It also got me a fairy. I forgot that second check was a fairy.
Yeah,
Making
it
pineapple as early as I did saved me so much that seed.
I don't know. It kind of worked out. I think King, you had your 4th fairy and pineapple before King found a single fairy, which is hilarious. Yeah, it was just one of those like weird moments. It
Mind
didn't.
you, there were 2 on aisles in the shop in the back of their minds, sure, but even still, yeah, it was kind of wild.
Yeah, and then there was one in another shop. I think it was the forest shop. I was just keeping track of the shop ones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, I don't really need pineapple until I get chunky, so I wasn't really thinking too much about it.
Were you really locked in on pineapple and BFI? I feel like that's a tough ask.
Yeah, because neither of you peeked it. You knew, you were
Just-
really certain it was pineapple?
Oh, I was certain it was pine. As soon as I got the hint that said Aztec tunnels to key 6, and then barrels is 5 and 6, I was like, okay, I know exactly where.
You know, that is fair. Because because I put that together once I saw
cool.
pineapple, but I guess you could have definitely done that, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You guys saw the.
It could have been the hunky, though, right?
yeah,
It
the
could have been the
hunky.
hunky for the hunky potion.
The hunky vial, barrels to key 6, the hunky vial potion. I mean, that could have definitely led you to key 6. Like, what if that's like your charge or something? You do some charge check for key 6. I don't know.
Or it's bongos, and bongos leads to Donkey 5-door having
Yeah.
P6.
I think
Wait, no, Galleon was level 6, sorry, but you get the point.
we arrived at the same conclusion that Vases was key 6 somehow. I don't know how, but there's some leeway there. I think. Good read. There.
I did a double take when I got key 7 on DK's 5-door ship. I was very expecting that to be Rocket Barrel.
Yeah, and you get Rocket Barrel, and then it's like, oh, just go check. Oh, let me. It flips through some notes. Every Rocket Barrel in the game for key 7. Oh wait, that actually couldn't be that, but whatever. It's something ugly for key 7.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was just like, well, bongos for 7, and then Gone was the other move I got there, so that has to be towards 8. So I had to go read my hint. I was like, did I write that down wrong? Just Diddy, and then it dawned on me, oh, I got Slam in there as well.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
actually means the other slam has to be slam locked, or alternatively, like Spike was saying, it had to be Mini Monkey locked itself for the for Diddy K roll as well, which was
Or Rocket Barrel lock.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
or
it-
Rocket.
No.
Well, we didn't have Rocket Barrel, so
Yeah, because Rocket Barrel was locked by the first slam.
Yeah,
so
Rocket
the other
Barrel
one
is-
is
yeah,
locked.
yeah.
Rocket Barrel being slam locked would make it slam locked too, so that's tricky
Mhm.
business there. Ooh.
Mm.
Dang ol'. What a seed.
Anything you particularly enjoyed about the seed? I mean, I'm looking at season 3 and looking at all the super cool things that are happening. Anything of note that you really were like, I'm really enjoying this from this or whatever?
I like everything about season 3 so far. It's pretty much what I was kind of testing and what I enjoyed. It was kind of like a closer towards Radical SLO that we were testing. And that was my
Sure.
favorite one.
Test on test
How
on
do you
test.
both feel about the 45 GB cap upgrade? That wasn't in any of our testing seeds, and I'm pretty excited about it. But I'm wondering how you both feel about it.
Definitely took a bit of getting used to, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm still doing the math on when I go into a level. It's like, okay, which ones are now locked by specifically guns are the big thing that because of balloons that lock
Mhm.
metals. So it's like, okay, which ones are achievable without shooting a balloon now? Especially
It's
this
definitely an
season,
indirect
like,
buff to guns.
for that. The seed came up big.
And I have been noticing that too.
Yeah, that was a little
Have you
surprising.
two been noticing?
I
That's like
I was so sure that key 2 was just gonna be in storage, but then it was just grape to key 2, and it's like, oh, I guess grape is just dead. That's pretty nice. Huh.
I still went back to get a vial, but ended up being sniper because I was just like, oh, if Chunky is locked in castle by a slam,
Yeah.
then I was like,
we were
I better
thinking
go.
the same thing.
I was like, yeah. I when you passed it, I was like, that's actually a pretty clutch skip. Like, grape is dead, it can't be there. And then we're like, wait a minute, what about Chunky? And then Spike grabs it and it's sniper, and we're like, oh no, oh no.
Yeah, same with blast being only past the DK phase. I was just like, okay, so nothing blast related. I was going towards castle. I was like, oh, but Chunky could be in the tree, so let's go grab blast before I go there.
Yeah.
That does. In hindsight, that makes a lot of sense to play clean like that.
I have been noticing in season 3 of the testing settings, the test seeds I've done, that guns seem to be showing up a lot earlier too, from and more plentiful. Like I've seen a lot of season 2 seeds, I think season 2.5,
I'll tell you
where
what,
I go a whole seed without a gun, right? And now I'm seeing guns a lot more early. I think that's an effect of the 45 GPs.
You're seeing seeds without guns? What? This is just random.
In season 2 and 2.5, yeah, I was seeing seeds without guns for like an hour and a half.
Oh boy, don't send me any.
Shout outs to using oranges for forest. Had to do that a number of times.
Yeah.
Good times.
In there.
What a seed. This is an excellent kickstart to our season 3 settings. We're gonna have weeklies coming at you, weekly. That's how it works. It's crazy, I know. Yeah, shocking. But throughout this month, we're going to have it where there's some blitz action happening. If you want to be updated on all the ongoings on DK64Randomizer.com, come on down to discord.dk64Randomizer.com for all fun and games and all that jazz. Good times had by all. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, etc. You know the drill. And I think that's gonna just about wrap it up here. Yeah. Thanks for watching, team. Hey, Spike, it looks like you're still going. I'm gonna send the squad your way. And y'all can watch Spike, it appears to be suffering through a viewer seed. Very fun.
I do love watching Spike get his viewer seats.
I see two enthusiastic thumbs up. That's a ringing endorsement if I ever heard one. Thanks for watching, team. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Mornin.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Mornin.
The squad is sent.